What's good, y'all? It's your boy Jared Smith, aka Godsend, back with another installment of the Playoff Podcast of Godsend Media, man. Thank y'all for tuning into the last episode. We're gonna keep on pushing, keep on going. Playoffs about to get real hot, real sturdy this weekend. So we're just gonna go over this weekend's games, pick 'ems, and why I picked them. So without further ado, yo, I would love it if y'all could like, comment, and subscribe to your boy. Hit the bell for all the notifications for all the drops. Alright, man, let's get into this. Get! Alright, boom! So let's start out here. First, I want to start out with the games that I didn't talk about before I talk about the actual playoff starting. I want to talk about the play-in tournament games that I didn't touch upon. So Miami versus Philadelphia was a slobber knocker and was a great match. In terms like Nicholas Batum, I did not think he was going to step up the way he did, but he's a Clipper. He's a retired Clipper, you know. So that's what he gonna do. You feel me? That's exactly what he's gonna do. So, and when that happened, I was absurdly like taken by it watching that game, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, first off, Jimmy looks a little hobbled. Jimmy looks messed up. If they don't got Jimmy, if the Miami Heat does not have Jimmy Butler for this next game, which is against the Chicago Bulls, so you're gonna need a stopper to go ahead and stop DeMar DeRozan, because DeMar is gonna go get his mid-range buckets. You saw what he just did it to the Hawks. He's gonna go get his. And if the Bulls can make threes, they're a different team. They are good. They're a good basketball team once they start making threes and start playing good defense. Because the Chicago Bulls, they have these spurts of where they can go on a 15-0 run, but they can give up that 15 right back. Like Miami has to be ready for this next game. Hopefully they get Scary Terry at some point. If they get Scary Terry tonight and he starts acting up, woo! It's gonna be a good game. West side. Los Angeles is now going to the Denver Nuggets, but it didn't look like that. The last 5 minutes of that game against the Pelicans. Let me tell you, brother. The last 5 minutes of the game, exactly what I touched upon. You had to make a decision if you was going to lose it or you was going to win it. It looked like y'all was going to lose it. It looked like they were going to lose it on purpose. The way they were just giving up easy buckets late in that quarter, but they turned it around. They kept the ante up. The Lakers have been one of the best teams in the clutch this year, and that game right there showed you why they're one of the best teams in the clutch, because they know something about that. Once it hits the last 5 minutes, everyone just gets this little like, all right, let's go make these buckets. But on top of that, you get also it's very stagnant. The Lakers had got very stagnant during that game, and that gave opportunities up for the Pelicans. But had Zion not go down, Pelicans could probably they would be the ones going against Denver. I'm not gonna lie to you, they would be the one going against Denver had Zion go down. So Sacramento versus the Warriors. You want to talk about depressing? It was depressing watching. For me, I'm not a Warriors fan, but for basketball, I understand why the Warriors are so important. I love Steph. Like Steph to me is the best. Is arguably the greatest point guard to ever live. Like point blank. Period. We can have the discussion another day. I can give you the stats another time, but I think Steph is the best point guard to ever grace the planet. No glazing. But going into this offseason, you got decisions to make. Joe Lacob needs to be like haul assing after a lot of these superstars. If Joe Lacob is not in contention for Cat, Lauri Markkanen, or Paul George this coming offseason, he is retarded. He's a little slow. Because you can't do that. You can't ruin. Steph Curry is 37, bro. Stephen Curry is 37 years old. You only got so much time before he literally starts going down. Doesn't look like that anytime soon, but you feel me? You get old. You when you're getting old, your talents just start to regress a little bit. But on top of that, Klay freaking Thompson. You turned down 2 years, 48 million, and for what?
I told you don't move. What's the point?
You turned down 2 years, 48 million, and for what? So you can do that? Jeez Louise, brother. That was terrible. That was terrible, Klay. Gotta be better, bro. The Warriors need another ball handler. They need another freaking bucket getter. They need that because depending on Klay, obviously does not work. That don't work. Klay early in this year was looking boo-boo when he tried to be a shot creator. Hello. Oh my God. And Draymond, all his suspensions this year, like a lot of things just went into this pot and made the worst freaking pot roast in the world. Like that was wow. Like this was not a good year for them. It's not a good year. And losing to Sacramento, like the Beam, the team that you had a historical game against last year. Yeah. Ugh. But we're done with the playing, man. Shout out to Keegan Murray for having a barrage of threes in that first quarter, because my goodness gracious. Oh my gosh. Brother. Missing Poole so much. But hey, let's get into these Saturday games, man. That's what we here for. That's what y'all here for. That's what I'm here to do. Let's get into these Saturday games. So we're gonna start out with the team right there, Cavaliers and the Orlando Magic. So this is probably going to be the most competitive playoff game, simply because they don't have the star power. Each team doesn't have like a mega star. Like they got solid players all around. These are both solid teams, especially for the Eastern Conference. These are both solid teams, and because of that, I would like to say that Donovan Mitchell is possibly I think Donovan Mitchell is the best player in the series. But the two next best players next in the series, Apollo and Franz Wagner, by far. So Orlando has the tandem to go get the job done. Do they have the defense to slow down Donovan Mitchell? Maybe. Do they have the defense to slow down a 1-2 punch of him and Garland? Maybe Garland gets hot. Who knows? But Garland doesn't usually. We saw what happened last year. Garland does not show up. So, if I had to choose, I would like to say that Orlando's probably going to win this series, and they're probably going to win this series in 6 games, 6 to 7 games, simply because I think Cleveland will put up a great fight. I just don't know if they will win the game when it matters most. So Cleveland Cavaliers they score better when they're at home. They score a little less when on the road, but they're basically the same exact team, road or home. Orlando likes to get to the rim and shoot 67% from the restricted area, which is the fourth, and they also have the 4th best scoring bench in the league right now. So statistically, they got a brand of basketball that can really beat down. They're gonna beat you down. They're gonna get in the paint at will, and they shoot a league average of 36%, 35% as a unit, as a team from 3. So again, their focus is beating you down. The focus is beating you down and trying to get into the paint as much as they can. And not only that, but we're going to throw Jonathan Isaac at you. We're going to throw all these big guys at you. Cole Anthony's going to pick you up 94 feet. We're going to throw all these guys at you and tell you to go get a bucket, because you're going to have to go get a bucket on your own. Because, I don't know, maybe the pick and roll will work a little bit better with Jerry Allen, but Jerry Allen last year, the lights were too bright for us, so that kind of gave it away for y'all. So yeah, yeah. So as we get into that, we're gonna get into our next game, which is the Knicks versus Philly. Now, here's what I like about this. I don't really have to say much about this series. That's how much belief I have in the Knicks. I think the Knicks can get this done in 4 or 5. If I'm being honest with you, I don't think Philadelphia has enough. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Everyone's been saying, all right, so the 1-2 punch of Maxey. Rashad McCants actually just said on the Gilbert Arenas podcast that Joel Embiid and Tyrese Maxey are the best duo in the league. I would pick probably 4 duos over them right now. Right now. You got AD Bron, Luka Kyrie, Kawhi PG, KD Devin Booker. Like, I'm not doing this. But like I said, right? This game is not gonna be won by Nick Batum. It's not gonna be one of those series. But it has to be a series of where Joel Embiid has to go get his MVP numbers. If Joel Embiid does not get his MVP numbers against the New York Knicks, Tyrese Maxey would then have to step up. And once again, Tom Thibodeau is ready for the perimeter scorers this offseason, this playoff year. He has a buttload of bodies to throw at your perimeter defenders. But maybe you can say the same thing for the Philadelphia 76ers. But when you got a top 12 defense, and you got arguably the best point guard in the whole conference, like, let me talk to y'all. Jalen Brunson is the best point guard in the Eastern Conference. Yes, I said he's over Dame, over Maxey. Oh, who's else in the West, East? LaMelo Ball, Jordan Poole. Get out of here, yo. Like I said, brothers and sisters. 10 of my sisters that came in. Hey, Knicks, arguably, this might be their easiest series, because Joel Embiid still hobbled. You're never gonna get a healthy Embiid, Philadelphia. It's just not happening right now. Like, it is not in the crystal ball for y'all to have a healthy Embiid. So, that being said, we can look at Jalen Brunson. For Philadelphia fans, y'all can hang your head on this. Jalen Brunson has 2 stinkers against y'all this year, but he also had a 29-piece and a 21-10 game against y'all. So, 7-game series. I'm just saying, with the playoff experience that Tom Thibodeau has, and I ain't gonna lie to you, there's really, like, the game plan shouldn't be that hard when you're going against Philly. You're containing Embiid. You're forcing Embiid to go get it to be a jump shooter. You don't, because he gets in the post. It's over. You want to force Embiid to be a jump shooter and not fall for the foul bait. The Knicks are not falling for that bull. Like, not falling for it. I don't think so. And then with that, we can look at the offense for the Knicks, because the Knicks got firepower. The Knicks have OG Anunoby. They got Josh Hart. They got Dante DiVincenzo. They got Bogdanovich. They got Alec Burke. The Knicks are here. And honestly, I got the Knicks going to the Eastern Conference Finals. If anything, because who's stopping them? There's no Jimmy Butler from Miami, so that they're out the way. You got the Bucks, but the Bucks got freaking Doc Rivers, And I think they're going to get packed up in the first round by the Pacers. Who are the Knicks worried about? The Celtics? Yes, that is the only worry in the world. That's the only team they got to worry about. Literally, the Celtics and the Knicks got the easiest road to the Eastern Conference. You feel me? Next game, man. Next game, bro. Yeah, I know y'all freaking with this. I know y'all like this. You feel me? This is great energy. Next game, Phoenix Suns versus the Timberwolves. Oh, for the love of Pete. Now, Kevin Durant fans, this is not your episode at all. This ain't your episode at all, cause I'm about to speak some truth, and I know if I was on Twitter saying this, Kevin Durant would be in my body. Yo, who the heck are you to talk about basketball? I love this game. I was getting my whole life in it. I played the game before, maybe not at the highest level like you, but I've played the game before. And here's my thing. This is a legacy series. You feel me? Like Miami Heat versus the Boston Celtics back in 2012 when LeBron had the game. You know what game I'm talking about. You know what game I'm talking about, man. If LeBron doesn't win that series, we're talking what are we doing here? What are we doing here? What are we doing here? So, like I said, this is a legacy game. I don't get how y'all can talk about LeBron James. Oh, because he's the greatest. Oh, he's in a different echelon or whatever. You feel me? No. Give that same energy to Kevin freaking Durant. Why is it y'all never want to give Kevin Durant the same standard? You never want to put Kevin Durant in the same standards that LeBron James had, and those same standards, man. Because right now, as we speak right now, I got Steph Curry ahead of Kevin Durant all the time. Yes, I do. And you want to know why? Because Steph got one without Kevin Durant. You feel me? Kevin Durant went to start 2 super teams. And this one's not working out. It's not looking like it's gonna work out. The one before that, you saw what happened. KD, Kyrie, James Harden. One toe on the 3-point line, and they probably go to the finals and probably win that jump. But still, failure. What are we doing here, KD? You have to win this series. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You got Bradley Beal and Devin Booker, Grayson Allen, Bobo, Eric Gordon. What are you doing? KD. Please, you have no choice but to win this. Like I said, I'm going to keep saying it. Because you have no choice but to win this series. You don't win this series, your all-time ranking is definitely going down amongst the community. And I know y'all not hoopers. We don't care about y'all. But at the end of the day, basketball is community. It's a culture. And in the culture and the community, you will be looked at pretty freaking different if you don't go in there and put in work on the Timberwolves. If you do not come in there and average 28 points a game or more, we don't want this. We don't want to hear you. I don't want to hear you on all times. I don't want to hear that. You better than I got you over Bird. Boom. We're fine. I'm cool with that. But Steph Curry took a big ass jump over you as soon as he won that shit with Jordan Poole. All them boys. And what made it better? He lost in the play-in the year before. Isn't that freaking crazy? Lost in the play-in, came the next year and said, all right, I can't do this on my own. Let me show y'all something with me as the number one. Come let me show y'all something. Hold this, Boston. The same team that pardon me, the same team that locked you up, put you in jail, prison, cooked them in the finals. Kevin Durant, you have 0 choices. You have 0 room for failure against the Minnesota Timberwolves. You want to know why? Top defense, top offense. They arguably the number 1 player under 25 in Anthony Edwards. Ant-Man is not playing. This is the perfect series for Ant-Man to arrive in too. Against his favorite player all time, Kevin Durant. What would be more it's so perfect. You're over here, you want to beat your favorite basketball player of all time? The one that you looked up to? Not only that, I think the Timberwolves got the better. I think the Timberwolves they have the better unit. They're better in the fourth quarter. Because let me tell you, fourth quarter with Phoenix Suns, oh, they're Traga. They are not the same team. Not at all. Devin Booker can go for 30 in the first half, but in that second half, I don't know where he's going. Disappear. He's a phantom. Danny Phantom, he's gone. Y'all gotta tell me something. Tell me if I'm bugging. But like I said, excuse me, Kevin Durant, you have no room for error against the Timberwolves because the Timberwolves will shellac you. Shellacking. And for all the people that have the Phoenix Suns over the Timberwolves, I understand that. Playoff. You got playoff maturity. You got some experience. But at the end of the day, players come down to a good team. The fourth quarter. Player come down to half-court offense, half-court defense. Half-court offense, y'all got. Half-court defense, I don't freaking know. I got the Timberwolves in this series. I think Timberwolves get them up out of here, bro. I think Timberwolves get them up out of here. Maybe 5 or 6. 5 or 6 they get Phoenix packed up. Maybe they can take 2 games off. I don't know. They're just not that good to me. If Phoenix doesn't have a 30-point lead going into the fourth quarter, it's over. Because they're not a good fourth quarter team, and that's what basketball matters the most. Next freaking game. Lakers versus the Denver Nuggets. We ain't ducking no smoke. That's what Darvin Ham said.
We with all the smoke and we ain't ducking no fades.
We ain't ducking no smoke. Gonna take a rest off and get right back to it. Darvin, you the weak link in the playoff. I ain't go you're the weakness. And I'ma tell you why you're the weakness. Adjusting, you might do, but you kinda moving like Doc Rivers. Cause you don't do nothing. You average 45 hands in pockets, Darvin. $45 hands in pockets. 35 scratch heads. A game, Darvin. You need to lock in. Your rotations better be on point, because if I see Prince, Vanderbilt, and Rui on the court together at the same time, ooh, wait. I'm turning the thing off. I'm turning it off. Turning it off. I would god diggity damn if I watch Jokic give y'all 38 a game.
You got me shitting me!
Again. Jokic, bro, Jokic been doing work to y'all. Last year, he pumped y'all, got y'all up out of there, sweet. Bring out the brooms. Y'all better lock in. Y'all better lock in. Because if you don't, that's your behind, mister. That's your behind, mister. Yes, it is. And respectfully, here's what I got to say about the Lakers, right? If the Lakers can get 18 to 20 points out of D'Lo and 18 points out of Austin Rivers, AR. This could go to 6 or 7. Real fast. It could go to 6 or 7. But it's rotations. Will D'Lo step up? Will Austin Reeves step up? Will the rotations be good? Because regardless, Denver's going to show up. The only issues I see with Denver are the young cats going to step up? Are the young cats ready for the big lights? Like, that's the only issue with them. And they got Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray really 100%? Is he on minutes restriction? That's another thing that could work in the Lakers' favor. Because you can place your rotations based off of the minutes restriction that Jamal Murray's having. If Jamal only plays 25 minutes, let's say he plays 25, 28 minutes a game, right? Maybe 30. Maybe 30 a game, right? You can come on. You can, as soon as he sits down, you know what I'm doing? I'm putting in all the big bucket getters as soon as he sits. Bring D'Lo, Gabe Vincent, AR, Bron, AD. Like I'm sending the offense out. And that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna run a muck on y'all. Maybe that wasn't a good lineup, but still, y'all understand me. But you feel me? You gonna have Rui, AR, and D'Lo on the court with Bron and AD. Like even that's a good one. You can have that. Maybe you have Vanderbilt, D'Lo, and AR. Vanderbilt, D'Lo, and Austin Reeves. Like you got some. It's all about rotations and making adjustments. That will be the key for this series. I want to know if Darvin's ready for that. Right, man. Next freaking series. The series I've been waiting for. Hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. All right, so we have here the Milwaukee Bucks versus the Indiana Pacers, right? This is my only upset alert coming into this playoffs right now. This is my upset alert, and I'm gonna tell you why. Giannis is missing. He's guaranteed going to miss game 1. If he misses game 2, that's 2 big opportunities for Pascal Siakam, because Pascal Siakam is the key this series, ladies and gentlemen. Pascal has to step up and be the guy, because Tyrese Halliburton, yeah, he's going through hell in deep waters with Patrick Beverly picking him up 94 feet. And then you got all these, you're going to have a lot of Chris Middleton switching. Like, Tyrese is going to be getting sick on. Like, they're going to get the dog on him. And Pascal has to take advantage of no Giannis down in the paint. So when Bobby Portis and Brook Lopez are all in the paint, or covering that mid-range, their elbows, that mid-range area, get to work. Because I'm going to tell you one thing. Damian Lillard, I literally do not think Dame is going to rest. He's not going to sit until he drops 40. Because if Giannis is not playing, Portland Dame is going to arise. I have no doubt in my mind that Portland Dame is going to arrive here. My thing is will you guys slow everyone else down? Cause I'm gonna be real, Pacers defense has not been that good this year. But this would be the number one time to finally say, hey, maybe we're gonna lock something down. All right? Can we lock something down? No, Rick Carlisle isn't the best defensive-minded coach. He wasn't that great when he won the championship. Because he had Tyson Chandler and Shawn Marion. He had defensive people. You ain't got none of that over here in Indiana. You got straight offense. You got a high, fast offense that you need to kick up on. And then I know you're not going to get that many transition points because it's the playoffs. Playoffs is slower. It's more half court. But damn it, y'all gotta get some steals. Y'all gotta run amok on them. It gotta be fast paced. Because if you let the Bucks set up, the Bucks are gonna shoot out. and they're ready for a shootout. They'll gladly have a shootout, especially with Damian Lillard now. Dame will gladly walk up across the logo and hear me. Like I need y'all to be prepared. Woo! All right, next game. Y'all know I love this game. Y'all know I got. Y'all know I love this game, man. We got the Los Angeles Clippers and the Dallas Mavericks. So, this is the game of round one. This is the best series in round one. Pure basketball. You get both sides on the Los Angeles Clippers. You get both sides on the Dallas Mavericks. Now, Dallas Mavericks are the hottest team in basketball. They're damn near top 10 in every statistical category offensively, and they're top 10 defensively. Now, in their last 15 games, right? So, here's my thing about about this matchup. So, Dallas Mavericks bench, right? We can look at their bench. And we can talk about them, because they only got Dante Exum and Derek Lively coming off the bench, and then you got Maxi Kleber, Derrick Jones Jr., Markieff Morris, Jaden Hardy. The bench ain't that lit. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. The bench is not that lit. You wanna know whose bench is lit though? The Los Angeles Clippers. Clippers have respectfully, the last 10 games, Clippers had a better offensive rating, defensive rating, at a wide gap of 10%, and with 53% true shooting, and a pace on the bench that matches the starting lineup. Those were all bench stats. Clippers are top 10, have a top 10 bench right now. Mavericks do not. Mavericks are 12th or like 12th, 13th. Granted, our statistical numbers though, they don't equal. That's a wide gap. That is a wide gap. And you know, in the playoffs, it goes from 1 to 7. 1 to 7 people run a 7 rotation, right? Ty Lue got a 1 to 10. There's no roster in the NBA right now that's in the playoff deeper than the Los Angeles Clippers. I refuse to believe it. No, not that I refuse, but I don't see it. There's no roster deeper than that, bro. I think the second deepest roster after them is probably the Celtics, and the Celtics only hear me, huh? You have multiple lineups that Ty Lue can throw at you. Ty Lue is the number one adjuster. He's gonna make adjustments. If Ty Lue might be the best head coach in the playoffs. Outside of he might be better than Mike Malone. I said it. Put in the comments. Oh, you're glazing, bro. I'm gonna tell you. Did y'all know anytime Tyronn Lue had a 60 win percentage going into the playoffs, he's either going to the finals or going to the Western Conference Finals? Bet you didn't know that. Did you know that whenever Kawhi Leonard plays 60+ games, he's going to the Western Conference Finals? Or the finals? Bet you didn't know that. All right. Let's get into this. Let's get into this part, right? Luka and Kyrie nearly averaged 60 points together. Nearly 60 points together. That is unfreaking believable. What are we supposed to do with that? You know what you're supposed to do with that? Luka Doncic is going to do whatever the freak he wants. You want to know why? Because I watched Luka get 35 points, 12 rebounds, like 13 assists on Kawhi Leonard. It's not about what Luka's going to do. Kawhi's going to max that. If healthy. If the knee inflammation is still going on and he does not suit up for games 1 or 2, we're done. They're done. Clippers are done. Paul George is gone. They're done. But if healthy, the Los Angeles Clippers, this could be over in 6 or 7. Everyone's. This is gonna end in 7, more than likely. More than likely gonna end in 7. But if healthy, I think the Clippers have enough to go get this done in 6. You have so many bodies you can throw at Kyrie, so many bodies you can throw at Luka. But we already know what's Luka's answer. Kawhi Leonard, and Kawhi usually likes to play Luka Doncic in the 4th quarter. Kawhi doesn't pick up Luka in the first 3 quarters. And that's how Luka got to his 30-point outburst in the first place, cooking up Reggie Jackson's, Lou Will, Pat Bev's, a bunch of small fries, and not throwing you at the 6'8", the 6'7". Now we got an array of bodies that we can throw at Luka. And the shortest guy on the court is 6'4", 6'3". Russell Westbrook is damn near 6'4". If I'm being real, you ever sit next to Russ? Sit next to Russ. And you're going to be like, yeah, nah, he might be 6'4". I ain't going to lie, 6'5". I ain't going to lie. So, like I said, you got Russell Westbrook to bother Kyrie Irving. On a combined, last season, anytime Russell Westbrook guarded Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, and CP3, they've all shot 28% on him. All shot 28% on him. He can clamp up. Russ is a lockdown defender. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. If you've been watching Clippers basketball, you know that Russ is a lockdown defender. You know that Russ can go guard the best guard on the court. You know that Russ can give them an issue. Now, completely taking him out the game? No, I'm not saying that at all. That's freaking Kyrie Irving, bro. But bothering Kyrie, having Kyrie shoot 44% from the field goal and shooting like 38% from 3 is a perfect game for us, because that means we got a more bigger opportunity to win. That right there is where you want to be if you're on the Clippers roster. You want to hold Kyrie down and make Derek Lively, Tim Hardaway, PJ Washington, Daniel Gafford. You want to make all those guys go ahead and go be that guy, because if Kyrie's out of here and Luka's getting hounded by Kawhi Leonard, then what are y'all gonna do? And then we can look at it on the other side. You only got PJ Washington and Daniel Gafford. You tell me. Who is stopping Paul George? Who is stopping James Harden? If he wanted to cook up, if Harden wanted to go get 25 and 12 right now, who's stopping him? Who's stopping him? Kawhi's gonna get his 35, and I'm letting you know that right now. If healthy, he's getting his 35. He's not getting anything less than that. 30, 35 points a game. He does that. Now, you got the unit with Norman Powell, Amir Coffey, and Russell Westbrook all nearly shoot 40% from 3. Norman Powell shoots number 2. It's the number 1 shooter in the league in 3-point percentage, or number 2, one of those. Amir Coffey shoots 40%, and Russ shoots nearly 36, 37% from 3. So, like I said, what are y'all going to do with all the shooting that they have? Clippers are the top 5 in 3-point percentage again. The Clippers are one of the most efficient units in the league. But so has Dallas been these last 15 games. And let you know something, Dallas has been beating up on the Rockets, the Spurs, and had one or two games against the Denver Nuggets. Like, what are y'all so amped up about? What are y'all so hyped up about where y'all are just completely like negating the Clippers? Let's be freaking real, bro. You cannot hide Kyrie Irving on defense. You cannot hide Luka Doncic on defense. No matter how much y'all want to tell me Luka is a defender this year, you're lying. got y'all luck. Like, tighten up. Thank y'all for tuning in today's episode, bro. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and join the tribe. It's a vibe over here, man. So, thank y'all for coming in today, man. It's your boy Jared Smith, aka Godsend. I'll be back here Tuesday, dropping the video Tuesday. I'll let y'all know all the updates. Maybe I got y'all Sunday. Maybe Sunday after the games I got y'all. Be ready. Alright, man. Get.